everything. Hang on, let me move that over. Better. I guess that's better. Move this. Oh, yes, I'm live. I'm not awake. Why are you focused? Huh. Oh. Oh. I'm trying to figure out focusing. I am not awake. I didn't sleep at all last night. Why, you ask? No idea. It sucks. A long time ago, back in my day, I didn't really sleep. It was regular for me to not sleep but about 3 hours a day, or a night, I guess. And getting married to my wife, she thought it was very strange and kind of got me into the habit of sleeping like a normal human being, which was very strange to adapt to, but once it did its thing, I got really used to sleeping, 12 hours like normal people do, I guess. And ever since then, I like sleep. Whereas before, I wasn't a big fan. That's my dogs playing. But keep in mind, my dogs are the size of people, so it sounds like people banging around up there. But no, I didn't like sleep. I thought sleep was a waste of time. I could be doing more important things with my existence than closing my eyes and experiencing the little death. I'll have plenty of time to sleep when I'm dead, as they say. Hey, Dredge, what is up? Birmingham? Yeah, I don't understand what... Oh, you're talking about in Birmingham where you could never you didn't know I slept. You were like, dude, you never sleep, do you, bro? I'm like, no, I don't. I don't have to actually sleep. And back in the day, I didn't. And now I do. Now I actually enjoy sleep. I like to sleep. It feels good to sleep. It's weird. I retrained my whole body to sleep, and I hate it. I really do hate it. It's a love-hate relationship. I love the feeling of it, but I hate the fact that I do it now because when I don't sleep, like last night at all, my body or my brain doesn't want to work properly, which is interesting because I question, did my brain used to not work properly? Like, I think I was always like a clusterfuck in the head. Well, I am, duh, but maybe, hey, and Angelica, man, people I ain't talked to in forever and a day. Well, Dredge was supposed to come over yesterday, but we we kind of both fucked up on that one, I think, and forgot to talk to our wives. And but the I am so tired. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But anyway, I don't need sleep. Fuck sleep. I used to need sleep. No, I did not used to need sleep. Now I do need sleep. But I figure I'm going to try to fix this disaster behind me even more. Because yesterday didn't go so well. And my bad. No, my bad, Dredge. And I do miss you, man. I think about you a lot. Probably a lot more than just your average friends should think about each other. But it's all good. We'll get together again someday. Actually, I thought about maybe my wife loves to cook, or not loves to cook, I guess. She does cook sometimes. She's been cooking some pretty good stuff lately, but I thought about maybe having you guys come over or something and us cooking or something and having a big dinner thing, but I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out. Now, my painting classes, I don't even know what you want to call these anymore. or now, but my painting sessions have been riddled with a lot of life lessons lately, which has been interesting. Like the whole thing started, painting for me is a self-therapeutic release. It's a way for me to deal with my own angers and internal aggressions and things like that, and depression, anxiety, all the bad shit. I bet she is a woman. Oh, the cooking thing. That's funny. And I wish she was here to hear that, because that would have been funnier. But no, she would have punched me in the face then for you saying that. So that would have been bad. But actually, she is a good cook, but not. She used to. She was an all right cook, and not because she has a vagina, but she used ricotta cheese once, and it was funny because ricotta cheese sucks. Ricotta cheese is terrible, but she thought it was good for some reason. She's wrong. And she put it in, I think it was like spaghetti or something, and we all said, "Ooh, that sucked." And she got mad. Oh my God, she took such offense and exploded and said, "I'm never cooking for you ungrateful people again." Right. And now she's cooking again. And last thing she cooked was, shit, I forgot, but it was really good. It was really good. And actually, she always tells me to make her a sandwich, which is funny because, I'm more of a woman, I guess. And it's not because of my vagina. It's just because, I don't know. But this thing started off as a woman. I was originally going for the female shape, the female form. Because again, as I've stated since I started this one, the human body is one of the most complex things to replicate in art, which is why they use it a lot, mostly for practice, sculpting and painting and, anything of those natures when it comes to art, is because, everything from your hands being so, it's because you have tits. Dude, look, I'm serious, dude. I got chubby and like jiggly tits, and oh my God, I'm terrible. I don't have any muscles anymore. Oh, they're so gone. But I've been gone. I haven't been in the gym for, like, honestly, in the gym mindset at least for like a year. And then everything else is just kind of casual until I got my surgery done. And now my surgery's done. I've got a couple of months still I can't be in the gym. But once I'm able to get back in there, dude, I'm gonna go back. And if I'm lucky, I might catch up to my son. Catch up to that boy. That boy's a beast. My son's a fucking monster in the gym, dude. I'm sure you guys have paid attention. I haven't even posted half the shit, but that kid is deadlifting. He'll be deadlifting 600 pounds in the next probably month. He's at 535 right now. So deadlifts right now when he pushes. His bench press, his flat bench is at like 275, almost 300. Hey, Steve, yo. That is a thing that you fling on your hand and it bounces back up. It's a toy from back in the 70s. It was all the rave, kind of like a hula hoop. But anyway, yeah, I do have titties. Thank you for reminding me, Dredge. I appreciate that. And that is why I'm good at sandwich making. Fuck you, sir. Fuck you. But anyway, what's up, girl? What you need? Go get him. Go get him. Eat their ass like groceries. Keep it up, man. I just had hernia surgery. Hey, girl, you might be a good girl. And Spartacus, you're a dog. But no, I'm just kidding. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. But you want to come up here, boy? No, never mind. But no, keep working out, dude, because I used to be hardcore. Yo-yos are my jams, dude. I used to work out hardcore, dude, and I was like a beast for a while there, dude. I was throwing down hard, and I looked good, felt good, emotionally, physically, mentally. Everything was just very like in connection. And, you know, my hernia, it got way, way worse over the past year. And even walking, when it started, it was me and my son was walking regularly just to have like me and him time together, really. And one day I was walking, and my stomach started hurting really bad. I had pain like all throughout my stomach, like a stomach ache. And I was like, oh man, my stomach's really hurting, man. Maybe I got to go poop myself. I did not have to poop myself. And when I reached down to kind of feel it, my hernia was just boom, like bulged out. And I was like, oh, and I like immediate fear drenched over me because I thought, oh shit, I think my hernia busted or something. I'm going to die. Sepsis sinks in. You have about 30 minutes after something like that happens before you're dead on average. And so I was like, oh, okay, great. I'm going to die. So I thought, shit. And then I realized it was my hernia just bulging. So I shoved it back in. And I've lost 30 pounds since January. Kind of like hit a flat line for now, though. Alternate what you're doing. You got to switch it up a lot. Also, your eating habits are a huge part of it. Eating habits, 80% of what you're going to do to lose weight is going to be your dietary changes. Working out's great. You know, your body will start producing more testosterone, your muscle structures will change and things like that. And the more muscle you have, the more fat you burn, et cetera, et cetera. Duh, the more cardio stuff you do that mixes in with it, because you can't just do one or the other. That's stupid. People always are like, oh, concentrate on cardio. Great. Yeah, but you're neglecting your muscle mass and your muscle gain, which also burns fat. Just do a good mix of everything. Do what feels right to your body. Ignore what everybody else says. Do what your body says, dude. But yeah, the hernia thing. I shoved it back in. I realized I got to get this thing fixed, or else it's going to blow my. I'm gonna have a new asshole in my belly button, and I don't need that. I don't need to shit out 2 holes. And you know, so yeah, I got it fixed. I just had a hernia surgery a couple 3 weeks back. Hello, noodles. And so I have not gotten back in the gym. Sleep. I think Dredge just told me to sleep rape myself. There's an R in there, buddy. But yeah, I do need sleep. Anyway, I need to paint because it's already been 12 minutes and I haven't done a goddamn thing. And it's very annoying because I do that every time. I start chatting and then I just blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I don't actually teach you how to paint. I just paint and then talk about a bunch of random shit. But it seems I do a lot of life lessons, which this life lesson is all about working out and taking care of yourself. So that, and Ryan just popped in. It says, boop, right there on my little, oh, you can't see it up there, but on my thing. Boop. Anyway, dip a little water in there. So I got a lot of new faces on here today, which is nice. Thanks. Future reference, you guys. As I've explained to everybody before, this is an intimate thing for me, actually. And now, just now says Ryan's watching. Hey, buddy, what's up? But I don't normally let people in to watch me paint, including my own family, which has been very weird the past week when they keep coming in trying to watch me paint. I tell them to leave. But I figured it might help open me up to new things, experiences, people, feelings, help me emotionally, feel more like I'm worth a piece of shit or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just to feed my fucking ego for people out there to go, oh my God, it's so amazing. My own wife said this is garbage. It's been 40 years and you haven't done a damn thing. No, that's accurate, dude. It's not even just kidding. That's pretty accurate. And, you know, that don't hurt my feelings, dude. It's just truth. Truth, bro. And, but my wife came in the other day, yesterday, the day before when I first started this, and she goes, wow, that's what you painted? I wouldn't have videoed me doing that. And then even yesterday live, she was like, no, it's garbage, husband. Oh, well, thanks. She goes, I'm not going to butter you up like everybody does. So, hey, Sandy, what's up? So, yeah, my wife even thinks my painting's garbage. That's okay. Thanks, wife. You're the best. She's not wrong. So, I mean, I can't argue facts. I mean, I can't argue facts. That's what, you know, hashtag 2020 is all about, right? You know? So, anyway, I'm going to let creativity do its job, because when I tried to forcefully make an image, it just disastrous. Turned out garbage. So that's why this is starting to change. went from being what was going to be a chick doing I don't know what the hey to whatever the fuck is going on now. And now I'm just going to let it free flow and do its thing because that's how it's supposed to work. Oh, creativity is supposed to flow free, not be forced. This isn't going to be one of those situations where I end up in court and, I have to tell the judge, I'm like, well, look what the painting was wearing and shit like that, trying to keep my ass out of prison. Got to let the thing do its own thing, man. Can't force it. Can't force it, man. Got to let it do its own thing. I need to go to sleep. Those aren't ghosts. That's Noodles going in the bathroom. The dogs know how to open the doors for themselves. That's good. And this thing is definitely becoming something else now. And that's fine. I mean, everything has to grow, right? That's how things reminds me of a zombie lady Deathstrike. Zombie lady Deathstrike. She got the fingers, right? That's why. I do believe because she was in one of the movies, right? I think she's Marvel. I don't really watch or pay attention to a lot of the superhero movies. Sorry to disappoint you. Though I am nerdy. I'm nerdy in different ways. Yeah. But so my nerdism isn't doesn't really come from my or from the Marvel DC eras. My nerdism comes more from like, old school Magic the Gathering and all that jib jab stuff from X-Men. Yeah, I never really liked the X-Men. Blaspheme. I know. Nope, never really was a fan of the X-Men, man. The characters were never really, I don't know. I think maybe they were too cartoony for me. Even when I was younger, I thought that as superheroes, even having mutant abilities and stuff, maybe they were just a little bit too cartoony for me, I guess. I don't know. I always liked the idea of your superheroes or whatever having like, for instance, if Wolverine, right? Yeah, from Art Evolves. And you're right, it does 110%. And that's kind of the thing. You have to allow yourself the freedom, creativity. Yeah, I let my creativity do whatever the fuck it wants. But this one, I tried to force it. I came with it with an idea of what I wanted to create. And that is the last thing I don't ever do that. So I kind of reversed it. But Hugh Jackman pumped her full of liquid adamantium in the second one. Okay, that's who I was thinking it was. Yeah, and she had like long fingers or something. And that's what you're saying because the long fingers. In all my artwork, since I was in high school, I have a thing for long, creepy fingers. I don't know why, but I've always done like really long skeletal fingers. But like if Wolverine, when he has like the bone claws and like they rip through him and it's like they break off and shit, I think that there has to be a negative. There has to be that balance. On a personal note, that's okay. No one's perfect, but I think that would be more effectively, like all the heroes. And I know they did that with like Rogue and stuff, because if she touches them, she absorbs their powers, but she can kill them. But then they always found a way to make it okay. So she would touch them just a little bit to absorb their power, and they'd become sick, but they'd be all right. Fuck that. I mean, if you're gonna have characters with that kind of stuff, there needs to be that negative balance. There has to be something dramatic there that is on a permanent level or on a destructive level, something that gives you that sense of urgency, that sense of, oh shit, that's a serious deal. Not, no, they'll be fine. It's okay. Heroes are always good. You know what I mean? So for me, that's the way that I think that's always been. And that's why I didn't like stuff like, you know, the X-Men and stuff, because they were always fine. Everything was always great. They never died. They always came back. You're never going to have to worry about it, you know? So, but whereas if they were to, like, if Rogue didn't have the ability to just touch them a little bit and then they absorb a little bit of power, but then they're okay. No, like if she touched them, they died and it was a permadeath, that'd be different because then she had to kill people and live with that guilt. And that would be a struggle that would be pretty epic to write into a storyline, because even if she killed the bad guys, she'd have to be taking a life and she'd have to live with that. And I think that would be why I hate Superman. See? Right. But I did like the new Superman where they made him kill Zod. He snapped his neck. I thought that was an epic moment. Everybody bitched about that. Everybody was like, oh my God, they made Superman doesn't kill people. He does now, you know? And I thought that was really a good addition to the Superman existence, because that was cool. I liked that they had him kill Zod, just snapping his neck after, you know, buildings all got killed. And I actually appreciate that in the Superman versus Rogue did completely drain Captain Marvel and kill her and got to keep the powers. Really? I was not aware of that. Well, neat. Good job, writers. And, you know, let's be honest, Captain Marvel. You know. But, but as far as it goes, that's one of those things where it's like, you know, I think there should be some more balance to the hero trope that there is in the comic book world. You know, on Batman, and DC's always been darker, I guess. And I like that a little bit more, although I'm not a huge DC fan or anything like that, like Batman. Although I do like Batman's villains, not the Joker. I'm really sick of the Joker. Please leave him alone. For the love of God, he's overdone. Heath Ledger, phenomenal performance. The new Joker that just came out, phenomenal performance. Gangster pimp Joker, we just won't talk about that. But they need to just stop. They need to leave the Joker alone and start with something else, man. I really would have loved to have seen Christopher Nolan do a realistic take on Mr. Freeze. Oh, God. Oh, there, keep it up. Oh, yeah, man. No, I do this every day at noon, by the way, Steve. So, yeah, bro, for sure. Catch me, dude. And we talk about, usually it's like depression and mental illnesses and how to help deal with that stuff. And that seems to be the thing. I do life lessons with 4 and painting. But anyway, and Erica's back because, you know, she's my girl from back in the day. We've known each other for, Jesus, a long time. I really couldn't even tell you how long. But it's been a while, hasn't it? Like a long, long, long while we've known each other. Why are you not painting? It's like, here's old big blob of paint. Let's just do that. Maybe that'll help, huh? Will it help? No, obviously not very much. What is that? Oh, that's the hair from back there, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like a weird thing. Anyway. Poop. Get some of this shit off here. Today we're talking about superheroes. You know, it's a talk show. Unlike the Ellen DeGeneres talk show, though, I won't sexually abuse everybody and be racist. So, I mean, you know, I'll treat everybody with some kind of respect. Fucking Ellen. 13 years? Maybe it's been 13 years. It seems longer than that, though. Like Skylar from the Hero Show, his powers was able to understand powers by looking at their brains. And to be able to use them forever, he had to crack those domes open for every one of those. It says see more, but I can't. I don't know if I push that if it'll screw up the live. But interesting. And I imagine what you're about to say. The rest of that is he had to crack the domes open to see, to like actually learn the power, which would be cool. Because then, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. I miss going to your shows. I miss going to my shows too. I miss being on stage. I miss rocking out. I miss grinding my metal penis with sparks and shooting at all the crowds. You know, it's good times. But I once, whenever I was in high school, I wanted to draw a comic book of superheroes. So one of my superheroes was a guy who could puke acid. It was amazing. So he puked acid, right, once, and then he died because he melted himself. That was my superheroes. Yeah, that didn't go so well. You know, very limited comic idea. Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, it was fun while it lasted for, 2 seconds. I was all, oh, yeah, might want to make those ongoing. But that's why they do it, where they're indestructible and virtually gods, because they can always, survive and come back and keep going and make more and do this and do that. It's amazing. Whereas if they died, then, people that love that character won't come back. People who, whatever, associated with that character won't give a shit no more. And that's the problem. So for marketing reasons, I understand what they're doing. I gets it. I do. But for every other reason, I'm like, fuck you guys. You need to make them all crazy. It'll be amazing. One of the other problems I struggle with as an artist that has no technique, style, method, failed art class, didn't pay attention to Miss Henderson, so sorry, is that I tend to do a lot of flat work, even though like things should be in 3-dimensional. I don't know why. A buddy of mine the other day in film, because I know a lot about lighting, he mentioned that I don't have any like key lighting, which is like your main light, and then like you have backlighting, things like that. And I don't do that. I generally am very flat with my lighting concept. My colors and things like that are very flat, which is really dumb, by the way. It gives it no depth. It gives it no feel of realism necessarily. But I don't know. I've always been that way. But the bad thing is also everything I do is rather 2-dimensional. So like things are kind of curved, like flat. And drives me nuts sometimes. Like a little car on my testicles. Drives me nuts. We all start as something different than we end up. You know that? There's my life lesson. There's my life lesson about this. We all start out as something different than we end up. In life, we're birthed as a tiny pink maggot, a little meat maggot, wiggling and jiggling, shitting ourselves, giggling, having a good old time, not understanding a fuck thing. We're so fucking dumb that we don't comprehend anything. Nothing. We just squiggle and wiggle and shit and then suck a tit. That's it. By the time it's done, we have experienced so much. We have transformed and gone through so many things and changed so dramatically. And people make the joke that we come back, the way we start, where we end up bald, no teeth, shitting ourselves, again, eating soft foods and things like that. But the fact is no, we don't. We don't come back the way we started. Not accurate at all. But it's interesting. Good fucking point. But it is interesting that I get so mad at myself for such simple things like, hey, this painting isn't going the way I want. It's becoming something else. But I can't be mad because it goes some other direction. You know, it grows and becomes something else in its own right. I can't be mad about that. It's growing up. You know, it's doing what it wants, what it needs itself to do to feel good about itself. Who the fuck am I to deny it its own path in life, you know? Like who that'd be shitty as an artist, as a creator. You're giving birth to something, right? You're seeing your little baby. You know, and you're like, this is my child. This is my progeny. You know, from the loins of my brain pan. This is what comes from inside. And then to force it into a mold of what you believe it to be because you want it to be something specific, that'd be shitty. That'd be like so many parents these days where they failed at something in life or whatever, and then they want you to succeed in their failure. That's garbage. You know? That's total garbage. And too many parents are like that, by the way. Way, way, way too many parents. You got to be careful about that because that is a slippery slope, my friends. Slippery, slippery slope indeed. And nobody realizes the detrimental problems that causes for children up there. Because they don't know. They don't get it. You know? They don't get it. Ugh. So you just got to let them explore and grow, expand, bring out this. You guide them, you know. You say, hey, you know, let's not be douchebags. Hey, let's not smoke crack. Hey, let's not get pregnant at age 10, you know, because kids these days. But at the same time, you got to let them, you know, learn the world's a terrifying place that will straight up rape your face with a glass bottle after it smashes it over you. And you're probably going to fucking die if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know, you don't let them learn that from the hard way. You point out, hey, world bad place, be careful. Don't go up into that dark alleyway. You're going to die. No, they're going to just like stab you in the face. I mean, you'll have cool scars, but then you become a Batman villain, like earlier, the Joker, and then you're overplayed, and the whole world's going to be like, bro, we've seen this movie 100 times. Again, Christopher Nolan, I think, would have done a great job with a good Mr. Freeze in a reality, because Bane was great. Tom Hardy's a great actor, by the way. I really appreciate him going the distance. And if you've never seen him do anything else, god damn, that dude is a really dedicated actor. Really dedicated. He played Charles Bronson, not the actor, but the guy in prison over in England land. One of the most notorious prisoners in history, by the way, because of how violent he is, even in prison. But he actually packed on all the weight for it. Dude, that dude's a beast when it comes to doing his acting. So definitely got to give him props for that. A lot of mad fat respect for that guy. Now, see, normally this would need one of these. See, normally this would need one of these to even it out, because realistically, it really wouldn't make a lot of sense to have such a broad space and not have a tendril, whatever you want to call it, to do that. But I'm not in charge. I'm not making those choices right now. So fuck it. Oh, Due to starting to DM, I have to set up my writing game. Crafting, changing narrative sucks when you try to shoehorn one story direction versus allowing the story to write itself organically. See more. Again, I don't know if I can push see more and it actually brings up the rest of the story, or if it'll ruin the live, so I can't do it. I'm going to have to experiment with that one day. Open up her chest for a bleeding heart or something. I won't do that. Thanks for the advice, but I won't do that only because I'm not in control. I'm letting the creativity do what it wants. I'm not going to interrupt it. I'm just kind of here because I already had these ideas for this female figure thing I wanted to do, and it went its own route and said, fuck you. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to fight you. I'm just going to let you do your own thing, and that's it. So I am definitely not going to challenge it at this point, doing any kind of open bleeding heart thing or anything along those lines. Maybe next time, but this time I'm not going to do it, because then I'll just hate myself even more, and my creativity will get mad, and it'll become an even bigger mess. And currently I'm good, bro. I'm good not continuing this mess of fighting with myself and it. It's already been kind of a disaster. So I'm like, who am I to continue this war with myself? I also got to do some homework stuff with the kids today because they got all their stuff in finally. Oh, God help me. Oh, God help me. This digital schooling thing has been crazy. What? I'm live. I'm live, so don't become charging up in here. Got it? Hey, what up, man? You're my new home slice there from Tulsa the other day. So this gentleman is actually working on an action figure sculpt current. So actually, I was thinking about you yesterday, man, and I'm gonna see if I can't find somebody I know on my friends list that does any kind of digital designing for that stuff to help you out, man. No promises though, no promises. So, wow, looks awesome. Thanks, Katie. You don't have to lie to me. But no, this one actually is a complete clusterfuck. Please feel free to look at the one I did a couple of days back in my feed. Last week I did one. I hate it. It hates me. We're done with each other. Our relationship ended abruptly, but we both went our separate ways. And it came out all right. It came out all right. Shut your mouth. It came out all right. This started out where originally I was talking about the human form and how complicated it is to get right. And I'm terrible at it. So I wanted to do kind of a study of the human form. Kind of. I was just like, I'm going to do the female form because who doesn't like hot chicks? And from the beginning, it was a disaster. But instead of letting my creativity flow, I kind of forcefully did the picture first. And then, I decided, nah, this ain't going to work. I got to let this do its own thing. And this is where it's ending up. And yeah, thanks for taking a peek. I think go to like the second video because that's the whole head's done. And then I did the rest of it. I don't know. At least the titties aren't bad. Like the nipples are decently placed. They're decently placed. I'm all right with the boobies. If you watch the first video, I'm like, it took me like 30 minutes to make sure I didn't screw that nipple. And that nipple's still kind of screwed up, but it's better than I expected it to be. So at least I'm not too dissatisfied with that one. But here's what we're doing. Huh. Didn't mean to get red in that, but whatever. very natural. Teeth look nice, very natural. Thank you, thank you. They were all right. They were all right. I wanted them to look as natural, I guess, as I could, because I didn't want them to look too like, straight on or anything like that. I wanted to give them more of a natural curvature kind of look. And I was really nervous because boobies are very complicated to do. And a lot of people who do boobies, do a lot because she's at an angle. But a lot of the times for somewhere, when you're doing flat two-dimensional work, even though it's at an angle, for some weird reason, boobies, you tend to do like a straight on shot with the nipples. Weird. But a lot of people do it. And it's very frustrating when you are really trying not to do that. So, and yeah, that's it. So I was really hoping they'd come out all right, and they came out all right. I'm not too dissatisfied with them. I was a little bit worried that I would be, but nah, they look good. They look all right. They're within reasonable boobiage, so I'm not going to complain. Thank you though for reassuring me that my boobies don't look bad. Been working on them, so. And again, artistically speaking, I'm just letting this do its own thing. I don't want to fight my creativity this time. I tried. It failed. It became a mess. She looked like shit. And now we're just letting it do its own thing. And now it's like looking like some weird, unlike any woman drawn by Jim Lee during the 90s. Right, exactly. Or any comic book chick ever drawn, which I have no problem with that, by the way. I do enjoy the looks of most comic book chicks, man. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's so unrealistic. They're cartoons. They're comic books. You're not going to get like, you're not looking for realism. You're looking for blown way out of proportionism. That's kind of how that works exactly. So it's like, they're not going to be in proportion. And if they were, people would be like, they'd complain about that, but that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Nah, don't even say it. But yes, so I need to put a background on this too, which I will do eventually. It will have backgrounds and more applicably done things. God, this is going to take forever. Why is this one taking so long? The other one looks 10 times better and took 3 days, because I was in my comfort zone, because I let creativity do its job. I didn't fight it. I was like, here, do what you want. And it said, no, fuck you. I'll do what I want. I said, okay, fuck you. And then we got this. And I'm like, I'm going to do what I want. My 11-year-old has discovered Anime Girls, and I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, I mean, I just discovered Anime Girls on my Instagram, and I'm very okay with that. So, I also just discovered My Little Pony on. Wait, what? Actually, I'm a brony. Not the bronies, but it's funny. I was a brony before it became a weird sexual trend, because I have girls, and they was watching My Little Pony when they were little, and the new My Little Pony actually isn't that bad. It's pretty funny, and I enjoyed it. I had to watch it because they're like, Dad, watch this with me. And I'm like, but it's interesting. They had like cool villains on it and stuff, and all kinds of crazy things. So I actually wasn't against the new My Little Pony so much. That's it. It was weird. But now, I don't know what I was talking about, but that's all right. Oh, I was a brony. I have a shirt that says brony, and it has Rainbow Dash, but I'm too fat to wear it because it was my wife got it for me when I was all buffed up and about 40 pounds less. Oh, so yeah, definitely not wearing that anytime soon. Sad. That's okay, because you know what? Everybody gets fat sometimes. Key thing is dietary plan. Like I said, today's all about, weight loss and working out. Just take care of yourself. But, it gets hard sometimes in life, man. You get a little bit distracted, and kids and life and everybody around you and things and people. And, painting's layering. There's lots of layers. I go over some stuff. So sometimes I'll just be like doing the same thing, and you'll see me paint over white and paint over this. And I just did that and shaded this in. And I'm like, fuck it. I'll just paint over it again. But that's because it gives it depth in weird ways that you wouldn't expect sometimes, because you'll see translucency through some of this that you don't always see, And it's weird because unlike if you draw around it and you don't paint back over it, it will look like a line around it. So you have to give it that blurred in, shitty, sloppy look. Well, for my style, my specific look has like a shitty blurred in. Also, purple and brown look phenomenal together. You cannot see that very well on the YouTube. It doesn't look so good. I think on the Facebook it looks better. Yeah. Anyway, brown and purple have always looked good together. When I was a little kid, I had dinosaurs. These rubber dinosaurs I got from a Dairy Queen in Yale, Oklahoma. When Dairy Queen was a tiny, nobody knew about it place. And I got these dinosaurs. I still have them, as a matter of fact, in a big tub full of old toys of mine. But they were a bunch of different colors, like yellow, and they had blue paint on them, or red and green paint on them. And one of them coupled down them. And for some weird reason, man, maybe it's colorblind in a weird way, and it affected, I saw it, but they were beautiful, man. The color combination just always made me just go, wow, that's pretty. I loved them. I thought they were the most amazing color combination ever. And so ever since then, when I see the colors together, brown and purple, I'm always like, wow, that's pretty. Even brown's a gross color. Brown's like poop. Brown's a poop color. Nobody likes brown except for poopy people. Poop people like brown. Oh, brown. So Germans. I'm kidding, I'm German. That was the point of the joke. So any of my German friends out there can't get mad at me for saying that. But it's not an octopus. Let me make that clear. Okay, she doesn't have an octopus face. Before anybody even fucking says something, oh, you got an octopus face. Oh, man, you're about to have an octopus face. Man, no, she ain't got an octopus face. So I didn't want to hear, gross words consisting of the female genitalia being used to describe octopus face or anything like that. It'll be gross, and I don't want to hear it. It'll be nasty. No, thank you. We're not here for that kind of childish behavior, people. We're here to learn about mental health issues and painting and working out. That's what we're here about. You got me, bro? We're here about being better people, not being immature 4-year-olds. I can do that on my own with my immature 14-year-old. He's a good kid. But you get us together and we're both like immature 12-year-olds. It's really stupid. It's really stupid. All right. I'm sure my wife's going to come home today too and be like, oh my God, husband, it looks like shit still. You're an idiot. She loves me though. That's what she tells me. Yeah. I know she does. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you're doing your thing, bro. Do your thing, bro. You do you, bro. Bro. The fuck was that? Whatever. Sound like an explosion off in the distance, like my neighbor's meth lab blew up or something. Probably accurate. We'll wait for the sirens here in a minute. I'm sure you'll hear them. I really am not kidding right now. I'm sure you will really hear them go in a second. I'm sure my wife will call me up in a minute and be like, husband, our neighbor's meth lab exploded. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I don't know if they actually have a meth lab, but if you saw them, you'd probably assume that they do. Because I'm pretty sure they do. Here comes my doggo to do the garden thing. Good job, girl. Go get him. Tell them to stop making meth labs in the neighbor's yard or back alleyway, whatever the place is that they're at. Nobody's out there, I don't think so. And you know, you gotta understand, people. Painting takes a long time. Like a lot of things in life, you know, you can't expect things to be done instantaneously. You gotta take time with stuff sometimes. And you know, I oftentimes get frustrated because I don't realize the time it should take for me to do something. And I don't even think about it, you know, but with anything you do, it is Cushing after all. With anything you do, though, you have to realize it takes time, effort, energy, dedication. You can't just be done with it. You can't. You have to work the progressive steps to get there, you know? Otherwise, everybody would be a winner. Everybody would be on top of the game. Everybody would be done and successful and this and that because there's no there's nothing standing in your way, you know? So without time being a constant burden, without your personal self-hate, without all these factors that keep you from instantly achieving that step, that instant gratification, that instant success, you have to realize, man, everything comes in time. And they say, you know, good things come. They say good things come to those who wait. Wrong. Good things come to those who know how to be patient while accomplishing goals. You can't just wait. They say that's totally wrong. You can't just sit there on your ass and go, I'm waiting for the money to come to me. I'm waiting for the goal to come to me. I'm waiting for my you know, end product to find its way to me. No. That's not it at all. It's you have to be patient and understanding that that goal is way over there. It's way over there. That's my bathroom. It's way over there. One of my bathrooms. Way over there. And you have to take what it needs. Hey, girl, what's up? You have to take the time and the effort and the energy to take this step and that 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 step to get there while trying not to trip in the process. You know, and if you do trip, get the fuck up, man. And then what are you going to do? Go back to start? Fuck no, you're already halfway there. Keep going to that place. And then once you get there, you can be like, bam, here I am. Fuck you. And I get so frustrated with myself and with this stuff sometimes. And I got to keep that mindset. Shut up. Nobody's there. Probably, again, the crackheads. But I get so frustrated and disappointed and self-distracting and all that stuff because it takes so long. And I start looking at this and I'm like, man, the other painting took like 3 days, you know? I was much more focused in the mode, letting the creativity flow, letting it happen. Yesterday, I was super depressed. Today, I didn't sleep. You know, and those are all trips, you know, in the steps. I tripped yesterday. I tripping today. It happens. And like, you know, you just got to remember, so fucking what, man? This is a different painting. This is a different goal. This is a different end product. This is a different location, a different place I'm headed. These steps aren't the same as they were last week. You know, these steps aren't going to be the same. They're not going to be as easy or as difficult. They're going to be different. So I get so mad at myself because I feel like I'm not doing it fast enough. And then if you think you're not doing it fast enough, you're going to rush. And then you are going to fuck up and you are going to trip. Only you're not going to trip hard. Or I mean, you're not going to just trip. You're going to trip hard. And like crack your head open on something. Then you'll lay there bleeding to death for like 3 hours screaming, oh my God, I can't feel my legs. And then, when you finally regain leg feeling, then you got to get back up. But until then, you're going to be really like, I fucked up. I shouldn't rush. You shouldn't rush, man. Let it happen, Captain. Let it happen, Let it happen. And that's my problem. I get just so in myself, and frustrated. And it's just, my son has this problem too, because he's so hardcore. He's 14 and he's pushing hard to set world records. And, deadlifting almost 600 pounds. He wants to deadlift 600 pounds by the time he turns 15. So that way, there's no way anybody's going to beat his 14-year-old strongest in the world record of, 600-pound deadlift. And he's kind of discouraged right now for the same reasons, because he can't, he's pushed himself so hard that he needs to take a step back. He needs to stop for a minute and realize he's already accomplished his goal. He's already gotten to that end point of being blasting every other 14-year-old's record out the water at this point. He just has to be proud of what he has accomplished and not concentrate on what he hasn't accomplished. And he still is going towards his goal, but he keeps tripping himself up out of his own discouragement and his own insecurities. And if he would just relax on those and realize, dude, I've already done such a great job. I'm almost there. Just relax a little bit more. Let some of that pressure off himself. Man, he'd be like, bah! I mean, dude, his deadlifts are amazing. I'm really proud of him. That's my problem with this, is I just got to stop. I got to let it do what it needs to do. Let my dogs go get it. Is there somebody out there? I'm gonna go look really quick. I'll be right back. All right. Look. Is there somebody out there? Okay, shut up. Shut up. No, you shut up. There's workers across the street area. All right. Shut up. Noodles, we got it, bro. You got a bark hole. You use it. So get out of here with it. Or lay down with it, whatever. She needs a background. The background's got to be, I don't even know. Hey, Braden, what's up? Background has to be, I don't know, man. I just do not know. I keep wanting to work outside of my box. I want to keep working outside of my box. But creatively, I don't know. Creatively, I don't feel comfortable letting that happen now because of all the fuck-ups I already did on this one for that reason. Go get him. But you know what? Where's my big brush? Where's the big brush? Come on, girl. You my good girl. Give me a brush. Oh, now normally, again, I love using smaller brushes. Like my little guy here is just my standard little brush. But for backgrounds, I use big brushes. You know, size does matter sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. Size does matter. So let's just make a background happen. Bucket. We're gonna add some water up in this business. And we're gonna make it colorful as fuck to bring in the blues. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. That's exactly what we're going to do. Why, you ask? I don't know. Seems like a good idea. It's probably not a good idea. It's probably a really stupid idea, and I'm probably really dumb. But you know what? I want to do a light little thing over all of it really quick to give it just a streakiness with the blues to help kind of match the eyeballs, the eyeballgans. And we'll take it from there. We'll see how it feels after that, huh? You know? That's where we're going right now. It's like this. A little bit of blue. A little bit of blue. I don't know why that's even a thing. Let's just add some red up in that business. Oh, fuck it. This is stupid. I'm being dumb. This is not going to work well, is it? No. It's really not. But we're going to just fuck it. We're going to butt fuck it. I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that. That's sexual harassment. I'll go to jail for that. Mm-hmm. I hate to be too cliche with the red and all that. Oh. Yeah, right. Yeah, you know, do a little bit like that. Give it just a little color alteration, sprinkles in the backs, right? See what kind of happens there. I just wanted it maybe more like a, I don't know. Again, I'm liking the drippy drips these days. Been kind of something I've been playing with. And so, fuck it. Let's just keep on the drippy drips. Again, if you have the drippy drips, though, you might need to go to the clinic, get a shot for that. You know, definitely not healthy. Definitely should not have the drippy drips. Future reference. Future reference. Oh, that was way too much blue. Shit. Definitely get your drippy drips taken care of, people. Okay. Oh, and tell your significant other if you have the drippy drips, because they don't want the drippy drips. Unless you're into that kind of weird shit. Some people actually like go out and try to get as many STDs as possible, and I'm all, that's filthy. That's absolutely, utterly filthy. Who would do that? Why would you do that? It makes no sense to me. Like at all. You know? It's like, bro, that is just the nastiest shit I've ever heard. You know, like why would you want to get a multitude of the filthy filthies on you and be like, no, that's cool, bro. I'll get the clap and the fucking heebie-jeebies and the fucking this and the fucking that and whatever else is. What you got? Hook me up, bro. No, don't hook me up, bro. Do not hook me up, bro. For any of that. Thank you. Please come again. Or, well, don't. Please go away, actually, would be more like it, you know? Not please come again, like at all, ever. Please don't come. Please go. And I do not want to fuck up the teats. God, I really like the teats. I would love to keep the teats as close to being nice looking as possible. for what they are. I would really like that. That would be nice. I do not want to fuck the teats. No teat fucking here. This is definitely not for children. I should make that clear whenever I point out this later. Boop, 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 boop. A little bit of red. All right, let's see how this works. Oh, God, it's going to be stupid. Yeah, I'm going to just fuck it all up. That's okay. Going to keep it off the teats. Definitely going to keep it off the teats. Definitely fine getting it up there. A little bit more of it like that here and around there. It's fine. A little bit of purple. I like the purples. I do like purples, man. I love purples. Purples are a great color. You know? Yeah, I like it. Oh, so how exactly are you doing the watercolor thing? And got a bail going, doing adult, and keep it up. Check back later when I can. Oh, no problem, man. As always, thanks for tuning in. And this has helped me wake up a little bit. I'm enjoying this. And all right, hang on a second. Well, Erica, to answer your question, again, I don't use watercolors because watercolors are hard. So I found a cheating method of my own little method where I have cheated and I use acrylic paint as watercolor. Because instead of me learning to actually do something, I just learn how to cheat better at making my method work. So I'm like, fuck that. Watercolor's complicated. I'm going to get good at just making acrylics look like watercolor because fuck it. So what I do is I just water down watercolors like a lot. Literally, I dab it in the paint and then I drench it in the water and then I let it do its job and it looks like watercolor, man. So literally, I fake it as watercolor. And it ends up doing pretty good. Usually people think it is watercolor. And cool. I'm cool with that, you know. I like to just let them think it and not argue it, you know. So dab the paint ever so slightly, just a tiny bit, just boop, you know, boop, and then soak the whole brush in the water, you know. And then at that point, I use the paint. It's paint still on there, you know, relatively thickly, and I'll dab it on there and then kind of splodge it around and make it watery. Like at the very top there, that's why it has a little bit of like blobs there. It's from the paint sticking a little bit. But usually it'll just rinse through. But that's what I use for everything. I water down. You're welcome. I water down my acrylics to give them more of a translucency. And that helps, again, with shading. That helps with layering. That helps with everything. A lot of people use acrylics, and they just, because they know what they're doing, I guess, they'll use it as just like a base coat, one color. And then after that dries, they'll put on like a lighter color. And then they'll like shade in with a different darker color. And then this and then that. I'm like, wow, that is really technical. No, I'm not going to do that. No. So instead, I'm just like, it's kind of like translucent. And I'll just build onto that until I think it's dark enough. And then I fuck that up. Here's a lot of black. I'll smear it around. And then I lighten that up the best I can with some more water because I panic. And that's why my artwork looks so ridiculously chaotic, because it fucking is. It really is. And that's what it's like inside my brain, though. And I'm not even fucking joking. It is a train wreck of confusion and misunderstandings and fighting. And it's really complicated up there. It's really frustrating, too. But my artwork is a very good representation of my brain's functioning, and very chaotic and crazy. But in the end, it makes something happen. But you'll note that as this dries too, the colors change. Like I said yesterday, it comes out darker than it ends up. Sadly, shame. The word bad part is though, is I don't know how this outline here is going to end up by the booby, because it'll look very unprofessional if it ends up being a very strong line, you know, because normally you want to have the background done first. So that way it's a solid matter behind them. Otherwise, you risk the chance of having it look like you painted the background around them, causing a significantly obvious line of difference, and that'll create it to be flat. If the background's already there and you paint over it, there's nothing that signifies you drew it on there. It becomes its own, you know, figure on top. So when you don't, and you have them both flat here, and then you draw the outline and the background separate, they become the same flat image. There is no 3-dimension to it. There's no one layer of paint on the other. There is no significant difference between where they're at. They're on the same layer, same place. And you can see that line. I don't care who you are or what you do. You can see that line. I will always see the line behind and around it. Always. Because I did not put the background on there first. But I didn't know. I had an idea, and I was just being dumb. I always put backgrounds. In fact, very rarely do I not put a background unless it doesn't call for one first. Which I'm trying to think now, and I actually have like a few that don't have like a background, but usually I'll at least paint it white or an off-color white, or they'll have a strange tone to them with a grayish or a pinkish or something in there, just to keep it. And that's what my art teacher used to tell me: never have a blank white space. And that's why she said that. But that's because your eyeballs pick that up, and it seems strange to them. Oh, I'm kind of waiting for it to dry a little bit, in hopes that I don't mess it up. And you'll also note that I painted over a lot of things. I let it drip through the body and stuff like that. Now, I don't even know if I'm done with the body. I don't know what's even happening anymore. I would like to say I wasn't. I wanted personally to do a lot more with it, but I don't even know anymore. So it may be completed. It may be, who knows? I've got a pee-pee, but I have people watching. I mean, are you guys going to sit there in complete silence while I go 20 feet away and pee-pee? Or are you going to sit here with me while I talk about pee-peeing for the next 20 minutes and then go do it anyway? God dang it. All this water I'm drinking. It's healthy for you. Drink water. I mean, this has to dry anyway. Notice, though, that the blue, the reason why I chose the blue is to kind of go with the eyeballs. Right? So the blue matches the eyes, which is good. It brings them all together. I swear to God. But this is why I have dogs the size of people. Because I have crackhead neighbors. And we have a big fence. We have a 8-foot fence I put up. I actually dug the holes and put the fence up when we moved into this house. I spent like a year and a half, almost 2 years, trying to make this house livable. And but yeah, I had to put up giant fences because my dog is too damn smart for her own good, and she learned to climb up fences to climb out.
Yeah.
Yes, son, I am live. So what up?
Oh, wait till you don't get alive.
Well, that'll be an hour from now.
Huh?
That'll be an hour from now.
All right. I want to start a closing, Brad, but
Okay, I'm about to go pee-pee in that toilet, so what are you doing?
don't brush your teeth.
Go brush your teeth, I guess, but I want to pee-pee.
Well, you can wait.
You can wait. I got to pee-pee. Come here and entertain my
I have to brush my teeth. I will in a second.
God, I hate. Oh. That's what I get for not pee-peeing when I had the chance. Yeah, I think that line's going to be pretty dark, pretty obvious, and that sucks because this one faded well. This one did a good job. This one over here, it looks almost like a glowing line, if anything. But this one, the way the water settled in, it gave it, although I love the look as a decayed, if you can catch it right, these like lines, these kind of more decadish, you know what I mean? Like they look like that, where they're kind of like, they have little like things in there. You could use that for a whole variety of neat looks. But on this, it's going to look like a whole variety of garbage. So happy. So happy it did that. Did you bonk your head there, Noodles? You all right? Oh my God. But we have big dogs for a reason. That does sound like they're barking at somebody outside. I'll be back, and then I'm going to go pee. And I'm sorry, people. Hang on a second. What you barking at? It's just worker guys. It's still just the workers. It's just workers. It's just workers. Son, get out. I got to pee. I'm going to pee my pants. Thank you.
Okay.
I think you pee your pants. Now entertain people for a minute.
No, that's the water from washing my
Sure it is.
washing my toothbrush. What, do I sit down?
Do I sit down?
I don't know, do I?
I don't know. I'm thinking.
I'm gonna sit down. I just woke up. Hi, Noodles. Hi, everybody.
Wow, you're not really thinking.
I don't. I'm running on very few energy right now, so. Hi, Popo. I hope they enjoy me sitting here and petting dogs. I don't know how to entertain people on the spot.
That's okay, son. Thank you. Bye.
Ouch.
Anyway, you want to make a clothing company, a clothing brand.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Oh,
Oh,
I squished the dog's face.
you swish my dog's face. Hey, girl. Oh, baby Jesus. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. Let's make this happen.
Oh.
All right, screw it if it's wet. Yeah, it's pretty dry. Got a few little spots here and there that are on the bottom, so we'll just clean that up a little bit, kind of. Nah, see, that's that ain't gonna help. It's done. So the damage is done. I'll fix it later, maybe. I can't fix it though is the problem, because if you try to fix it, the line will be obvious, an obvious hard line around that teat. So, dang. All right. That's okay. We'll worry about it later. Won't we, chainsaw? All right. You go tell those bad workers to work on the road. To stay away from our house. But that's all dry now. And that was what I was waiting for. Now we got a little bit of a background going. So that's good. I can accept that. It's not quite, it's not good enough. That's not good enough. That background's definitely going to have to be changed. Oh, shit. That background's pathetic. I mean, blue. Why? Just baby Jesus, why? You know? It's like, it's just, you know, this is the kind of shit that makes me wonder why. That's why I keep asking it. Just why. No, that wasn't my right one. My Tuscan Red? My Tuscan Red? Like the Tuscan Raiders? Isn't that like a Star Wars thing? I think it is. Tuscan Raiders? Tuscan Raiders? Indiana Jones and the Tuscan Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh, I'm an idiot. All right. We're going to do this again. I'm not Catholic, but I play one on TV. That's not true either. I don't play one on TV. All right. 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 God help me. Yes, son.
Would you like a waffle?
No. Have you ever known me to like a waffle?
Here's a waffle. Here's two.
I'm about to slap it out your hand, boy.
It's a waste of waffles, Dad.
I'm going to make you eat them off the floor then.
Nuh-uh.
We're wasting the waffle. I'm about to paint your waffle.
No, don't you paint my waffles.
Yeah. Well, then get out of here with your waffles. No, I don't want you in here. Go.
Okay, fine. I was gonna sit here and watch you and take notes.
Nope, I don't want that. Thanks, though. You can take notes on the internets like normal human beings. Well, at least it's a color I'm more familiar with. Oh, that was terrible. That was not what I meant to do. That's all right. What am I doing? What am I doing? People, what am I doing? What am I doing? What the fuck am I even doing? It's just like one giant disaster after another. This is why you always do your background first. Never do your background after the fact. Because see, now here's the problem. I can't successfully do my background without fucking up the image. Right? Can't do it. Cannot help it. Has to happen. Because nothing that happens here, I'm going to have to redo all that. Shit. That means the lines. Interesting problem I've invented for myself here, huh? Very, very interesting problem I've invented for myself here. This whole thing is a balance. This whole thing is a balance. Balance. This whole thing is a balance. It's a this isn't going right at all. Because there's that line. That line. So you can see the line. See what I mean? That's the line. And you have to fix that line. You can't not fix the line. Because if you don't, it looks obvious. You're very obvious with the line. And that line, it has to be fixed. You can't just fucking fix it. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. We're going to hope for the best. Now, we'll come back on that in a minute, but we're going to hope that that subsides, that problem for a moment. We're going to replicate this method and hope. Yeah, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. All right. Yeah. You know, again, when life hands you shit, you make shitternade, right? That's how it works. So when you fuck up your painting, you just say, all right, fuck you, man. I'm going to make this work the best I can. And then you rub it with a napkin, you know, and hope. Right? Like that. Oh, you know what? The hell is this all about, right? What the hell is this all about? What? I don't even know. I don't even understand what's going on anymore. It's just weird flops in the paint now and background and like shapes taking place on its own, bro. Look at that. Fuck yeah, that's neat. Look at that. And it kind of blurs back in, but you just do it a couple more times. You know, I don't think you can see that very well. But in its own right, it creates texture in and of itself. Yeah, all right. This might be workable. Maybe. Again, maybe. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Gotta let the creativity flow, man. You know, good old Bob Ross there, like Erica was saying. I'm the anti-Bob Ross. I'm Rob Boss. There are no happy little accidents. There's just angry big mistakes. That was an angry big mistake. And it came out all right. I can kind of deal with it, you know? It's all right. Just because they're angry big mistakes don't mean you can't deal with them, you know? Doesn't mean you have to be hateful at them. It just means, you know, fuck them. That's all. Fuck that angry big mistake. Now, to replicate the angry big mistake up here and over there, and it's not going to work. It's going to be a clusterfuck of oops, because that's my life. Just like with any good painting, anything, you try to do it again, and you always like go, oh fuck, I fucked that up, you know, and like again, you ought to get the left hand perfect. Then you go for that right hand, and you fuck that up every time. And it's terrible. I really don't want the boobies. They're about the best boobies I've ever done. That's not saying much, but I really don't want them boobies to be destroyed by paint drips. So they're going to be. I wanted to perfect the boobies a little bit better before I'm done, and trying to get in all these nooks and crannies. Again, this is why it's so important to do the background first. Never try to do a background after you've already done the picture, because then you're faced with the problems I am facing right now. Lessons, paint lessons. And they're terrible ones. And the hand's probably going to go away. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, during this process, definitely.
Okay, then why don't you bring the shirt and the jacket or whatever? It's in my staircase and you.
Hey, clean up that staircase, guys. That made me feel better to say that. I'm live. Wow, you're stomping around mad. Oh, you just woke up. Doesn't mean you have to be mad. Teenage girls, they're always mad. Oh, don't drip, don't drip, don't drip, don't drip, don't drip. I don't need you to drip, Brady. Brady? Oh, whatever, drip. I don't care. All of you drip. Drip, yes, that's right. I want you to drip. What do you think about that? At first I said don't, but that was just a trick. It's a good trick, wasn't it? Now I'm telling you to drip. Drip like a maniac. Drip all you want. And here's the dilemma. Don't drip on my floor, you jackass. Shit, my wife's gonna kill me. Whatever, I'm good. I'll get that here in a second. But that's the problem right there with not having the background done first. Is you're always going to face that infamously stupid issue of making those lines every which where but loose.
You need to go live somewhere else where no one can see you when you walk past.
Nobody can see you when you walk past.
Yes.
No, they can't.
Really?
Yes, I've got it angled where nobody can see you.
Oh, now?
No, before I did too. It's just that one day it happened to be that way. But yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Oh, by the way,
Uh-huh.
so I got plastic cases instead of PC, like the TVC or TVC,
PVC?
PVC. I don't know. But I
Uh-huh.
got the plastic ones, so I
Okay.
messaged the seller and like, yeah, I can get refunds.
Okay.
And they gave me and they showed me their rubber cases.
So, oh, okay. So you're going for rubber.
Yeah, I want
I
the
got
like
you.
it's like it's what is it called? Oh.
Okay, not too shabby. Not too shabby.
It is TPU and PC.
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about there, but okay, yeah, I'll say
So
sure.
it's like a rubbery plastic. It's like this right here, what I have on my phone.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you want that so it doesn't snap. Yeah, I got you. I know what you're doing.
Yeah. They're also having a sale for this one as well. But this one, the minimum order is 100, and the other one was like 50.
75 or 50, yeah, whatever. So, then are you ordering 100 then, I take it? You're going to have to if that's the minimum order.
That's the one I'm getting.
Oh my goodness. All right. Today's a little boring. Sorry. It's we're definitely going to have to stop doing this. We're fucking it all up. Way too much stuff. Definitely not good. Yet it still just seems to be blopping all over the goddamn place and not doing anything it's supposed to be doing. Oh God, please, baby Jesus, why? Oh God, it's terrible. It's so dark up here, though. Why? All right, what do we think? What do we think? Always do your backgrounds first, people. Okay? Always, 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 always do your backgrounds first. Okay? Please, please, please. Always. Looks like my sister before she gained the weight. Nice, nice. And what up, man? Yeah, sorry, I'm it's been a rough day. I didn't sleep at all last night, and I'm just like, and trying to correct every mistake I made on this thing so far. And it's been rough. It's been rough. Not going so well. And but never does it? That's the part of the creativity. Oh man, I gotta get back on my movie reviews. Actually, I just finished up Necromantic. I gotta do one on. Actually, I was gonna do one on Sharkenstein, which I have on a 3-pack, by the way, sitting right over there. But I've already watched it. I just gotta do the review. Same with Necromantic. Also, what was it? Oh, Veronica, the Glenn Danzig movie. My buddy from Texas is Tapeworm 2, which I've owed him for a while to review that one, but it just missed my batch last time. I don't know, a handful of other ones also, but you know, Necromantic was I was thoroughly not impressed. It's one of those underground ones that everybody oohs and ahs over, and I have never seen it until now. And I was kind of like, huh, that's really what I get. I've waited all these years and finally got to see it. That's what it was. And everybody's like, oh, it's such an amazing film. It's one of the most, I mean, it had some cool effects. Once in a while, it had some bad effects. I just posted a Dark Place review, and I'm working on a Rogue with Megan Fox. Rogue? Now that the video stores are closed, dude, I really don't pay attention. New shit keeps coming out. I don't even care anymore. Like streaming services and stuff, I hate. I kind of have a personal vendetta against them because they destroyed, you know, like thanks to Redbox started it, really. I had a buddy of mine who ran a video store in a town close by. And when Redbox first came out, that was it, dude. Him and I had a long talk, and he was even like, dude, this is the beginning of the end for video stores. And his video store was cool. It had a lot of underground, a lot of weird shit, imports and stuff. And he used to ask me, like, because, you know, he knew I was a video nut. And he'd be like, "Do you know what some weird shit you've seen lately?" And I'm like, "All right, here's my." And so he'd get some pretty weird stuff in sometimes, and had his little niche. And I had my own almost like little picks area where you could tell what I was like, dude, get these movies, because there's like a little section of just like weird shit. But it was really fun. And unfortunately, he shut down and he split because it was just too much with Redbox. And after Redbox, the streaming services really kicked in and buried live or real life video movie places. Like Family Video is about the last one left, and they're dying everywhere. The one we had in town completely shit out, and it's gone. And what? For what?
That box is up.
I have one back here if I can get to it. It's right here. Hang on. But there you go. Don't cut yourself with it. But yeah, sadly, Family Videos everywhere are shutting down left and right. There's only a couple of them left in our state, I think now, that I recall. Because I see one once in a while. I'm like, oh, we need to stop there and see what kind of movies they got on for sale. But dude, yeah, I don't streaming services. My wife watches Netflix and crap, and sometimes I'll watch Gordon Ramsay stuff on there with her. But other than that, Netflix has trash. I mean, not that Family Video got in a lot of crazy stuff, but at least it got in a lot of cool indie stuff that you didn't see on the streaming platform.
Why are the children not doing their work?
Because it's not 2
10 o'clock is when they're supposed to start doing their work.
until noon.
They haven't been doing it though.
No. Well, if I'm in trouble, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And so tomorrow, noonish,
How about,
try to correct this stuff.
yeah.
How about, yeah. All right, got to go get in trouble now.